According to the internet, Albert Einstein said this: "The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results." That's insanity. Well, for the past 2 years, I've been doing stuff on this YouTube channel slash Facebook feed live every week, and it's kind of turned into the same thing over and over again. And guess what results I'm getting? I'm not getting any results. Not really. Very few views, very few likes, very few comments. Nothing. I'm really not getting, well, much of anything. So I am the very definition of insanity. I may sound sane, but yeah. So I'm stepping away from this. I'm stepping away from it completely. Now, how am I stepping away from it? I'm still going to be here. But you remember that one episode in Friends where Ross and others are trying to get the sofa up the stairs, and they got to make the turn, and Ross knows how to do it, but nobody else seems to, and he keeps getting stuck, and he keeps yelling, "Pivot, pivot, pivot." Just keeps yelling, "Pivot." And if everybody would just listen to him and pivot, they'd get the sofa up the stairs. Well, I'm doing a hard pivot. I'm trying to get the sofa up the stairs. I'm not going to be Ross who just stands there and yells. I'm actually going to make some steps to change what I'm doing on this channel, on this live feed every week. I'm doing a hard pivot away from just about everything that I've done, because what I realize is I enjoy getting ready to do this almost as much or even more than actually doing it. And if I enjoy doing it, and I'm pretty good at it, that's where I'm pivoting to. I'm pivoting to the idea of, how can I help you? Honestly, how can I help you? I really want to know. I want to ask specific questions, and I want to answer specific questions. So if you ask, I will answer. But it has to do with making an impact online. And you're thinking, Bill, you've not made much of an impact online. To which I would say, not yet at least, but I will, because I'm still here. I keep showing up. And that is one of the basic things of continuing something, is that you just keep showing up every day, every week. If you want to succeed, you got to show up. You have to just keep on showing up. That's where I'm leaning toward. I'm leaning toward a hard pivot. Now, you're saying, what am I pivoting to? How to feed llamas in Peru? I've seen llamas in Peru. They have no problem eating all by themselves. So, yeah, I'm not going there. Actually, I've seen llamas in Peru in their natural habitat on the Inca Trail. It's really kind of fun. But I digress. So what am I pivoting to? Well, I'm pivoting to focusing on these 4 pieces of software. Now, what we have here is we have EcammLIVE, which is, I got it right. The top left one, EcammLIVE, which is how I do this presentation. And Keynote, I make graphics for the presentation in Keynote, and Canva, which we're all maybe kind of aware of. I make graphics in Canva for EcammLIVE. And then when it's all done and I have a video, I edit it and repost it as a video, and I do the editing in Camtasia, which is the green one there. I'm going to start keying on EcammLIVE. And so just so you have an idea of what EcammLIVE looks like from my end, this is what it looks like from my end. Now, I'm really hoping you can see this. Everything tells me that you can see this, but it looks like air traffic control if you don't know what it is. So I'm going to start with a day 1 situation of doing and how to set up EcammLIVE. And I want to do it in such a way so that it's easy. That's right, easy. Don't want to be complicated about these things. Some people will look at some of this stuff and go, man, that looks hard. It's not. It is, but it's not. But you can learn it. I've learned it. I've used this software for at least 3 years now. Absolutely love it. And there's a lot of other people especially on YouTube, that can teach you from A, B, C, D, all the way to Z on how to use this and stay up with all the latest. And I follow them as well. But I've noticed something that's missing. Something that's missing is there's a lot of stuff that gives a lot of, they make an assumption. Hey, you know what this is, so let's move there. And that's their audience. I think my audience is for someone just starting out who's never used Ecamm before and wants to be able to create graphics for it and wants to be able to drop, just drop stuff in and be able to do things that will stand out. Have you ever been in a Zoom meeting where you look around this Zoom meeting and there's like, there's 15 or 18 squares, of a lot of people. And you look and people they have no regard whatsoever for how they look on camera. They're just on there, and that's great. They're ready to learn. They're just ready to learn. They make zero impact. Now, the last Zoom meeting that I was on, not to brag, but I kind of felt confirmed in what I'm doing, is because I had a couple of people in the different breakout rooms say this to me. They said, "Bill, you've really got that thing dialed in." And in my mind, I've got it dialed into a point, but I could dial it in a whole lot more and really make the presentation look even better. I could do that. With regard to everybody else, I work on the lighting, I work on this, I work on that, and I'm just trying to present myself in the best way possible with my limited resources so that I can help others. And that's the idea. I want you guys to ask me questions. Ask me specific questions, and I'll give specific answers. That's what I want to focus on. But because I have no questions to start with, I am starting with EcammLIVE, that icon in the upper yada yada. This is my pivot. This is where I'm going. It's something completely different from what I have been doing. And it's going to be teaching some very specific things with regard to all four of these. And it's all with the idea of creating an impact online. So ask me questions, specific questions, and I'll give specific answers. And if I can make a video out of it for you, that's what I'm going to do. My big pivot moving forward is easy online impact. Easy graphics, easy video, easy live streaming. Let's do it as easy as possible. A lot of people don't do it because they say, I can't compete with everybody else doing everything else. And here's the point. You don't have to compete with anybody else. You don't have to compete. Stop competing. Just be you, use the resources you have, and move forward in that regard. That's what I want to leave with you guys today. This is my pivot. I'm going completely away from whatever it is I have been doing to answering specific questions about specific software to help you make an easy online impact. That's where I'm going. Y'all have a great day. Have a great week. Look for more videos moving forward that are very specific to what I just mentioned. This is my hard pivot. I hope you'll join me on the journey. You're saying, who are you? Well, I am Bill McConnell. I'm with the Conquer Yourself project, and you can learn how to do stuff like that. That was actually done in Keynote. So if you like what I'm doing, where I'm going, like, comment, share. I did that in Keynote as well. Yeah, and Keynote is free software on Mac. Just saying. Other than that, have a great day. Leave a comment, leave a thought, leave an idea. I appreciate it. And if you want to ask a specific question, there's a really, really good chance I'll answer it. Have a great week.